Welcome to episode 18 of the Jez and Friends podcast. Today's special guest of the podcast is Isabella. How's it going?
Thanks for having me, Jared. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. We're going to be covering many topics, including uni life, footy, the final years of high school, sports media, and some funny stories. Now let's get started. So, Isabella, what's your thoughts on the current lockdown right now?
It's not great, hey. I'm lucky. I'm in regional Victoria at the moment, so I've got it a lot better than you guys in Melbourne. So I'm feeling very fortunate at the moment, but yeah, it's not great. Hopefully, we can get through it soon.
Yeah. What songs do you listen to? Or music?
Songs. Oh, there's a lot. I love my music. Anything really. I like lots of different genres, all the radio stuff, but also a bit of alternative stuff as well. Anything really. I love my music.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite song right now?
I don't know. Probably not. There's too many to choose from.
Fair enough. Any particular artists?
I like Khalid. I don't know if you know him. He's
Yeah,
pretty
I
cool.
like his pretty cool. Yeah.
I like his music. But I don't really have a favorite. I like lots of different artists.
Yeah, cool. I'd say for Khalid, Silence is his best hit with Marshmallow.
Yeah, true. That is a good song.
Yeah. Tell us about uni life as a second year student studying sports media at Holmesglen.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a very good course. It's a lot more practical based I think than a lot of other unis. So like you said, I'm in second year now. I actually went part-time this year though. I don't know if I told you that or not, but
Yeah.
so it's going to take me a bit longer to finish this course. Last year I was full-time. So I have experienced full-time uni, but the reason I did choose to go part-time this year is because I thought I was going to be working a lot. But then unfortunately, Corona hit, so it sort of messed up my plans. But yeah, the course is awesome. Obviously being part-time, it's a lot more relaxed and it's not as much work. Full-time still not too bad. There's obviously a lot of work, but you know, if you just like put your head down and get it done and be organized, you'll get through it. And you pretty much get 6 months off during the year anyway. So you study for quite a while and it's a lot of work, but then you get lots of breaks. So it's a good thing about uni. But yeah, the course is going really well.
Yeah, and did you tell me earlier that you had some prior work experience with the Western Bulldogs? Am I right?
Yep. So in 2018, and I went to a school called Cedar. I don't know if you know it. It's a sports school. So I did year 11 and 12 there, and then I did a diploma there as well. So all those years I was volunteering a lot, especially 2018 in my diploma year. I was volunteering at a few clubs. I was at Collins and St Kilda, doing a lot of volunteer work. I actually went to New Zealand with the Saints. We did like a big major project thing over there, which was unreal. And because of all that volunteer work I did do, I got employment at the Western Bulldogs. I applied, and because of all the experience I did have, I got a casual position there, and I also got casual position at AFL Victoria as well. So unfortunately, I'm not doing it at the moment because of Corona, but hopefully I can get back to those positions. But yeah, they're really good.
Yeah, that's really good. And what would your aspirations be like when you finish uni?
Yeah, so obviously I love my sports media. Obviously I'm studying it. So I'd love to do like social media managing at an AFL club. That'd be pretty cool. But I've got my doors open a little bit. I like my community work as well. And that's sort of what I'm doing. Well, I was doing at the Western Bulldogs and AFL Vic, like going out teaching kids footy and stuff. So I'm not just set on media, I guess. But yeah, if I did do media work, I'd love to control the social medias or do content creation, stuff like that. So I've got a few ideas. I'm not just set on one thing, I guess.
Yeah, that's great. It's good to have like lots of options. So social media minute, create a hashtag.
I honestly don't know. You've got me there. I'm not sure. I love my sport, so maybe have a hashtag, something to do with sport. I got no idea, mate.
Hashtag
Sorry.
sports media.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, fair enough. The quote of a podcast is push yourself because no one is going to do it for you. Do you have a quote or something you live by?
Not a specific quote, but obviously, yeah, you just work hard for what you want to achieve. Things don't come to you easily, so I like personally for myself, I had to do so much volunteering, as I did say, so much time and effort and money went into that and I wasn't getting anything back. Like I wasn't getting paid for it or anything. So you really got to put in the hard yards to get to where you want to go. But if you do put in the hard yards, it really does pay off.
Yeah, for sure. Tell us about the final years of high school because you've obviously been through it. What's it like? Is it stressful or how do you deal with it?
Yeah, well, I'm probably a bit different to a lot of the people you get on the podcast. I didn't do normal year 11 and 12, so I went to CEDA, as I said. So it was a sports school, so it wasn't VCE. It was like vet and VCAL, so a lot different. So we didn't actually have to do exams and get an ATAR. So that's another thing I actually wanted to add in is I'm at uni and I didn't even get an ATAR. So you can get to uni without actually having ATAR. And if you don't get the perfect ATAR, it doesn't always matter. There's lots of ways you can get into unis. You can do diplomas as well, which helps get into uni. That's what I did. So yeah, for me, year 11 and 12 or year 12 was awesome. It was a lot of fun. But you know, if I did do normal VCE, it probably would be a bit different. It'd be a bit more stressful, but yeah, that's my experience.
Yeah, cool. Um, what's the last movie or TV show you've watched?
Last movie was Twilight. I watched all the Twilights again. So I like those. They're pretty good.
Can you describe the TV show or movie? Because I've never seen it.
Twilight? You have never seen Twilight?
I think
Oh,
I've heard of it.
how old are you again?
16.
Yeah, no, they're it's a vampire werewolf movie. They were huge movies. Like I think that they first came out the first one came out when I was 8, so you would have been younger than me then. So
Yeah, probably
a
like
while
4.
ago, and there's like a few of them. It's like a series. So yeah, it's about vampires and werewolves. It was a pretty big movie when they did come out. So you'll have to maybe check it out.
Yeah, for sure. I've heard of it definitely, but I don't think I've
Yeah,
watched it before. Yeah.
nah, it's all right. You definitely should.
Yeah. What's your number one goal at the moment?
So at the moment, well, just wanting to get back to work, I guess. Hopefully Corona can finish up. But yeah, obviously I'm sort of where I want to be in work. Like obviously I'm at the Bulldogs. Well, I was at the Bulldogs and AFL Vic, and I want to stay in the AFL industry. So I did work hard for that. And that was my goal to actually get employment. So now that I have that, I guess work your way up. Obviously I'm casual now, but obviously you want to be full-time one day. So I guess, yeah, hopefully get back into it next year and work my way up, work hard and maybe get a full-time position.
Yeah. You're a Geelong fan, I've heard. So talk us through
Yeah.
how you started barracking for them and are they a chance this year heading into the finals?
Well, firstly, I started barracking for them because my dad's a big Geelong fan. That's usually how it starts. You go with what your parents go for. My mum was a Collingwood supporter though, so I could have chose Collingwood, but we went to more Geelong games growing up, so I think that's what got me over the line. But yeah, my dad's a big fan and I'm a huge fan now. I think he's made me turn into a pretty big fan. We go to a lot of games. We're members. We probably go to about eight to 9 games a year for a long time now. We go to most finals. I'm pretty lucky. Geelong do make finals quite a lot. So yeah, we love it. We go down to Geelong. We go to the Melbourne games. We don't go to the interstate games. We just stay in Victoria. But yeah, I love it so much. And yeah, how we're going to go this year, I'm not too sure. We usually haven't done too well in finals recently. We usually make the prelims and then we can't make the grand final. It's very frustrating being a Geelong supporter sometimes. Obviously, it's amazing to make finals all the time, but you know, if you make finals, you want to get to the grand final. So maybe this year we can change things around. I think we can beat Port this week, but it will be tough, obviously in Adelaide. And Port are pretty good, but you know, if we did beat them by 10 goals early in the year. So if we can maybe play like that, we might have a chance. But I know it's going to be a lot harder in Adelaide.
Yeah, I'm a big Kangas fan and it's pretty disappointing
Oh,
what we've done with our list management. What are your thoughts on us delisting 11 of our players?
I think you should be keeping Ben Brown, and I've heard Sean Higgins might want to come to the Cats. So
Oh,
I'm happy if he comes to us. I think he's a very, very good player. But I think for North, yeah, I think you need to be keeping a few of the experienced guys. I don't think you should be getting rid of most of them, which it's looking likely. I've heard Polak might be leaving too, and he's obviously more experienced than the younger guys. So I do like your youth, though. I actually like the Kangaroos. I like a lot of your younger players like Taron Thomas, Zerha, you know, Bailey Scott, I think. There's a few. I I do watch North. I watch most games, so I do like a lot of your younger players, but I think you do need to keep some of the older ones. I know you'll still have like Cunnington. Hopefully he can get his body right, but I think losing Ben Brown's a big blow because who have you got? You've got Larky, I think, in your forward line, and I think he's a very good player, very good young player, but I think he needs some support, and that would obviously be Ben Brown. So, yeah, it's going to be, I think it might be a bit tough next couple of years for you guys, but I really do like your youth, and I think you've got some of the best young talent in the comp, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure. So tell us about your podcast and why you and Liam started it. Isn't that footy?
Yeah. So, yeah, we just started, it's called This and That Footy. So, yeah, follow us on Instagram if you are listening and definitely give it a listen. We're still all new to the podcast thing. So we've only had about 3 episodes so far, but it was my idea. I just love listening to podcasts and I love my footy, obviously. And I just thought, oh, may as well just start one. I was a little bit hesitant at the start. I probably would have started one a few years ago, but I was a little bit nervous to do it, but I thought may as well do it now. And I asked Liam if he would like to join. He's in my uni course, so that's how we know each other, and he's a Geelong fan as well, so I thought it would work well. But and yeah, he said yes to starting it as well. So we started it, and we didn't want to just make it a Geelong one. We wanted to make it for all different fans because we want to talk about everything to do with AFL, not just the one team. So, we want to make it a space for everyone to have their opinions and thoughts. And we're getting people on most weeks. Well, from now on, we will be, and want to get their thoughts on their teams and things like that. So it's a bit of fun, something to do once a week, I guess.
Yeah, and if you do a North one, ring me up. I'll be happy to.
I will for sure.
Yeah, so my fears are like snakes and spiders. So what are your fears?
Spiders 100%. I don't like sharks either. They scare me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I reckon spiders and sharks.
Yeah, those are some pretty ferocious animals, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have an object that holds sentimental value that like means a lot to you?
Don't know. I probably do. I just can't think right now. I'm not sure. What about you? What do you have? Do you have anything?
Oh yeah, I've got a premiership medal just above here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a few medals from when I used to play sport. So yeah, I could say the same. But yeah, I don't really know. That's a good question.
Yeah, cool. Of, I don't know, stress relief or something? It's good to hear other people's opinions and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I enjoyed listening to podcasts, and that's obviously a big reason I wanted to start one. Like I said earlier, I want to make my podcast, or me and Liam's podcast, a space for everyone to sort of have their opinions and make it so people can send in their thoughts and opinions, and we want to get people involved. So, like you said, it's podcasts are good to be able to just listen to and just relax, I guess, listening to it. And yeah, obviously it's what you're interested in as well. So you type in what you're interested in for a podcast. So that helps.
Yeah.
What motivates me? I don't know, just life in general, I think. Every year you want to achieve something new and get better. Career is a pretty big thing for me, to get a good career and something I love to do. I think that's, obviously money's important too, but I think it's better to find something you actually want to do because, like, personally for myself, the jobs I have at the moment, the casual jobs, it doesn't really feel like work. I really enjoy going, and I think that's what you need to do. Find a full-time job. Hopefully for me soon, I can find a full-time job that I really love. So I think, try and find something that you love to do and don't just do it for the money or do it because someone told you to do it because you love it.
Yeah, and also how important is like making strong connections with like people in your industry?
Yeah. It's so important. I got it when I was at Cedar, people told me that every day, literally. It was all about industry connections and everything at Cedar. And it's so important. Like I said, I volunteered at a few clubs. So I was at St Kilda, Hawthorn and Collingwood, and I met so many people through those clubs. I have them on LinkedIn. I don't know if you've heard about the app called LinkedIn, but that's a really, really good app as well for connections. I still have a few of the numbers of some of the staff at those clubs on my phone to chat with them if I need to. And also just knowing people, you've probably heard it, but it's like if you know people, like, it really, really helps, because there's so many, especially for your career, like there's so many jobs that don't actually get advertised. They go to just people that they know, and they know that they'll do a good job. So yeah, connections are, especially in the sporting industry and AFL industry, it's so important. And volunteering is crucial, because it's super hard to just apply for a job and hope to get it in the AFL industry. You sort of got to do volunteering and get the experience first. So yeah.
Yeah, you can ask me one question since I've asked you a few questions far away.
Alrighty. I guess, what do you want to do in the future? What's your career goals?
Yeah, my career goals, so I'm gonna try and do VC next year, see where that takes me. And then I don't know, maybe go uni, take a gap year. That's still, I don't know, a few years away, but I'm interested in like what you're doing, sports media.
Yeah.
I can see a career in that, maybe building strong connections, like you said. And maybe one day I could probably work at an AFL club doing like media stuff as well, like
Yeah.
journalism, all that. So
Yeah. Awesome. That sounds really good. Is footy your favorite sport, or?
I love lots of sports, but yeah, I
Yeah.
grew up with footy, so 100%.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome.
So thanks for tuning into the Jez and Friends podcast. Remember, push yourself because no one else is going to do it for you. And thank you so much for your time, Isabella. Appreciate it.